Have you ever gotten the sudden wealth syndrome? Sudden wealth syndrome is a type of distress that afflicts individuals who suddenly come into large sums of money. Becoming suddenly wealthy can cause people to make decisions they might not have otherwise made. I've met people who suddenly inherited more than 10 million to 70 million, and some of them inherited from their parents, while others struck lottery. Have you ever wondered if this were to happen to you? What are you going to do with this wealth? How will you spend it? I'm Joanne Lai, your trusted extensive wealth educator. Today, I'll be answering common questions on how we can manage sudden wealth wisely. Some of these questions include: number 1, what can I do with this wealth? Number 2, how should I spend it and what are my options? Number 3, who should I consult? And number 4, do I need to pay taxes? I grew up with this song called If I Had $1 Million. The lyrics spoke about buying air tickets to travel around the world, buy a house, buy a car, buy a shop to collect rent. And there is incidentally an English version where the lyrics spoke about buying art, buying frivolous things. It seems that some of the most common things people would do after receiving sudden wealth is that they will be inclined to purchase big ticket items that they previously couldn't afford. For example, a car, a house, branded goods, or even expensive holidays. For some people who are more prudent, they will prefer to invest it into different instruments like, for example, private equity, venture capital, crypto, stocks and shares, or even other assets. Some of them would choose to stop working and start their own businesses. Some of them may choose to share their wealth with others and charity organizations. It is reported that getting an inheritance or winning the lottery can create serious emotional and financial challenges. And getting a large sum of money out of nowhere may not be a blessing if you do not know how to manage it. There are things that you should not do when you get a large sum of money. For example, number 1, let it be eroded away by inflation. Number 2, to spend your money on things which are not considered assets. And number 3, to seek advice from non-financially literate people. You should first apportion carefully the amount allocated for saving, investing, followed by paying down your mortgages and also other expenses. The pay yourself first principle is very important as you need to allocate money for your future retirement goals. You can also set aside some money for investments, some to pay a property, or to pay down your outstanding mortgage, and work out how much you wish to donate and how much you wish to spend. The exact allocation may differ from person to person, but it will be important for you to have goal-based asset allocation. Goal-based asset allocation means that you have certain goals in mind and certain milestones, and that can only be achieved by intentionally setting aside money for those goals. Thereafter, understand your needs, your goals, by speaking to the right person. If you want to have passive income stream of 5,000 or 50,000 per month, what are your options and what are the risks involved? For example, a $10 million invested at 8% per annum will give you a passive income of $800,000 a year, which is approximately about $66,000 per month. When it comes to choosing who to manage your funds for you, you have a few options. Number 1, set up a family office if you have more than $20 to $30 million so that you can design your own investment mandate and hire the right people to manage your funds for you. Having someone with similar values and chemistry with you and your family would be very important. Number 2, you can speak to a qualified and certified financial professional who specializes in comprehensive financial planning to help you to design your private ATM that will help you to have multiple streams of income that can last you for multiple generations. You can design a waterfall approach where you can balance between short-term needs and long-term goals. You can have a tailor-made portfolio that suits your risk profile and have your own investment mandate that serves you and your family for the next few generations. Number 3, you can also do it yourself. However, you need to understand how tough it is to be able to manage it yourself. It will be good to seek help with the right people and to find the right resources in order to achieve your goals. Don't feel the need to rush into any decisions, as it is not wise to make decisions hastily while emotions are still in grief or are still raw. If you are concerned about whether there are any tax implications on the inherited money or money that you wish to give away to your next generation, there is a way to do proper estate planning. Estate planning refers to how you want your money and savings you worked hard for to be distributed after your passing. It is about making sure that the people and the causes that you care about receiving what you want to give them. If you have young or disabled children or elderly parents who rely on you financially, estate planning is very important. A thorough plan could help ensure that your family's needs are provided for. When doing estate planning, it's important to know what you're worth, who gets what after your death, who you want as your children's guardian, how you want your assets to be managed, and who to trust to carry out your estate plan. Doing proper estate planning will help you and your family to save a lot of unnecessary taxes and grief. Lastly, learn from the best to handle your money in the best possible way. Do you know what to do with your sudden wealth? Are you struggling with your sudden wealth syndrome? I'm Joanne Lai, your trusted extensive wealth educator. Please follow, like, and share this video to people that you know who have just inherited or received some sudden wealth. Thank you.